Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Celine. For today's video, I will be sharing with you a Chile Relleno recipe. Little disclaimer, I am not a professional chef or anything like that. My technique and the way I make them may be different from how you make them. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up before you leave. Also, if you aren't yet subscribed, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Let's get started. First off, I'm gonna be roasting the peppers, and the peppers that I'm gonna be using are these poblano peppers. I'm gonna be making 6 of them. Everybody has a different way that they like to fill them. I just like to do the cheese way. For cheese, I'm gonna do 3 of each kind. 3 of them will have Oaxaca cheese, and then 3 of them will have queso fresco. My husband likes the queso fresco, and I like the Oaxaca, just because the Oaxaca is more stringy, and the other one's a little bit more dense, more crumbly. I'm a texture person, so I like the Oaxaca better for my chiles. So you wanna get them kind of charred on the outside. Then we are gonna put them in a little baggie. Let me share with you what you're gonna need. Tomatoes, some garlic cloves, whatever queso you like, and then also some eggs for the batter, and of course your chiles. Alright, so now that the peppers are toasted like so, you can see that they're kind of charred on the sides. We are going to take them and put them into the little bag. Now you only want to leave them in here for about 5 minutes or so, no longer than 10 minutes, because they will get soggy the longer that you leave them in the bag, which is hard to work with when you are trying to stuff them with cheese and prep them for the flour and egg batter. Okay, so now that they are done, I'm gonna take them out from the bag. Remove the seeds, and I have another skillet here, and I'm just gonna add some oil. This is where I'm gonna fry the chiles. Add about like ½ an inch or so, enough to cover the bottom of the peppers. When you turn it over, it'll fry each side. So now I'm just gonna cut a slit in them on the top to remove the seeds. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and repeat the process with these. So next I'm gonna go ahead and start prepping the batter for the chiles. Off camera, I just went ahead and took this glass container and lined it with paper towels for the peppers after I'm done frying them. I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting up the cheese and putting it into the peppers. I'm just gonna cut it like this. Now moving on to doing the batter. You're gonna need some eggs and a whisk. Since I have 6 peppers, I'm gonna do 3 eggs. On this plate, I'm gonna place some flour for the peppers. Found that it was easier using a plate versus a bowl, just because they are pretty long. I didn't have a bowl that was wide enough, so this kind of just works for me. For the eggs, I want to separate the yolk from the egg white, so I'm gonna put the egg whites in this bowl and then the yolks in this one. I'm gonna add the yolk into the egg whites. Let's go ahead and start battering the peppers. So I'm gonna start off with the queso fresco ones. I'm just gonna coat it with some flour. And dip it into the egg batter. This can get a little messy, so just keep it in mind. From here, it's gonna go straight into the oil. In there, I'm gonna go ahead and start battering another one up. So once that one's ready, I'm gonna go ahead and put it right into the oil. I have 2 down, so now I'm gonna go ahead and do the last queso fresco one. Go ahead and start making another egg batter for the peppers with the queso Oaxaca. I didn't have much from the other peppers. All the peppers that I have are pretty large, so I'm gonna go ahead and make another batch. Those peppers are ready and they look delicious. I think I may just do 2 eggs for the rest of the peppers that I have because they aren't really that big compared to the first ones that I did. Okay, let's get started on the queso Oaxaca. Straight to the oil. Start prepping another one. Go ahead and put this one in there. I think this one is ready to flip. Time to take the first queso Oaxaca one out. Okay, first one out. And gotta pop the last baby into the batter. Alright, so the last one is finishing up. What I'm gonna move on to next is the tomato sauce that the peppers are gonna go in. All you're gonna need is some Roma tomatoes, some garlic cloves, and you're gonna need a piece of onion. I might do about 6 of these Roma tomatoes. Let's do 7. I'll go ahead and wash them off. Go ahead and get my skillet from earlier. And I'm gonna toast all the ingredients that I just mentioned. For the garlic, you can add as many cloves as you want, just depending on your taste and your preference. I'm gonna add probably about 2. Then for the onion, since it's pretty small, I'm probably gonna add about half and cut some slithers, and I'll show you what I like to do for the sauce as well. Alright, so the last pepper is done. So a little tip when doing this, toasting the tomatoes, they do tend to get stuck on the skillet. I like to take a piece of foil and lay that down and just lay all the vegetables on top of that. So after they are done toasting, I can just toss it in the trash and it won't be a hassle trying to clean it off of the skillet. Go ahead and start placing the tomatoes on the skillet and chop up my onion. And then let's do the garlic cloves. So we got 1.5. I'm gonna go ahead and do another one because that one kind of split open. 2. I'll cut another section off of this onion. I like to cut little slithers of onion and I like to saute it in the oil before I add in the tomato. Whew, this onion is strong. I got the blender so I can start making my sauce. I'm gonna take the celery off. I don't want it to get too toasted. And the apple. Go ahead and start removing some of the tomatoes. And I'm gonna add about half a cup of water to this. Start blending this up while those are still toasting. Add some salt. It smells so good in my kitchen right now. And start adding these other tomatoes. Now I'm gonna go and add the last tomatoes. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the big old skillet so I can put all the peppers and make sure that all of them fit in here, plus the sauce. Now in the skillet, I'm gonna be adding some aceite and the sliced onions. Doing it like this with the onions and the oil, honestly, it really changes the sauce and adds just so much more flavor to it. Definitely don't skip this step if you try this recipe. Go ahead and add some oil just to line the base of the skillet. And toss in my onions. Now that that is on there, I'm gonna go ahead and taste it just to see if it needs any more flavor added to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some more salt and some garlic. I go ahead and add the peppers into the sauce. And then add the last one in. Alright y'all, so everything is done. This is the final product. Time to do a little taste test. See, I just like how much more stringy this cheese is. So good. Alright y'all, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching me make my Chile Rellenos. Let me know down below if you try them out. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you again for watching this video. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also, if you aren't yet subscribed, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you here. Yeah, so take care, stay safe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.